Okay, so we ran into a bunch of technical difficulties previously. So let's go ahead and try this again. I did just test it out, and it seems to be working. So we shouldn't have those issues again. And I don't even know why we had those issues in the first place, since I literally changed nothing in my code. But yeah, we should be good to go. I did go ahead and upload the current version for all the Linux, Windows, and Mac. So I did go ahead and update those versions to the current version. So you can actually download them on the on my itch page if you wanna actually test it out. So if you go to my itch page, you can actually go ahead and download the current version of the slime adventure game for the Kickstarter project that I'm working on. So there's the link in chat if you want it or need it. So if you want to actually test it out and join the game, you can go ahead and download it from the itch page like you see there. You can also download the other project for the Kickstarter, which is the message app, at this link here. And then the Kickstarter project link, which is what would be covering how those two projects and how to make them, can be found at this link here. But yeah. If you don't know about this Kickstarter, it's for an online multiplayer course for Godot 4 that I'm planning on making, and you can see there's only 9 days left to go, and we're only about 14% of the goal. I mean, we still have enough days to actually meet it, so I think we can still make it. And even if we don't make it, that's also fine. It gives me a good gauge as to how many people would be interested in such a project. So yeah, if you have any questions about the Kickstarter project, let me know. I'll go into more detail and answer your questions if you want. For now, let's actually see if the slime adventure game actually works this time. Because like I said, we were in the previous stream that we just a couple minutes did, it wasn't working. So I ended the stream and to test it out, and now it seems to be working just fine. So if you actually want to go ahead and join and test it out, then go ahead and actually download the game from the itch page. Like I said, you can download it for Windows, Mac, and Linux. I haven't actually tested the Mac or Linux version, as I don't have a Mac or a Linux machine, so I'm not entirely sure if those versions actually work, but I know that the Windows version should work. So I would suggest downloading the Windows version if you can. So if you want to help test it out, download the Windows version, because that's the version that I know for a fact should work. You can try downloading the Mac or Linux version if you have those types of machines, but like I said, I don't own those type of machines, so I don't know if the project works for those machines or not. I would need someone that has those machines to actually test it out. And hey there, shape-shifting trumpet. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you were here a couple minutes ago when we were doing the stream, but we ran into technical difficulties, so we had to restart. But yeah, welcome to the stream. So right now, I'm basically want to test the game out with you guys if you would like. So if you want to go ahead and help test the game out, which is an online multiplayer game, you can go ahead and get it from the itch page and just download whatever version is for you. And yeah, go from there. So, I mean, I could run it from here, but I actually already have an export version, which I'm already in the waiting room, as you can see. So if anyone wants to join in and actually play the game with me and test the game out with me to see what type of project we would be making if the Kickstarter is successful, then go ahead and download the current version on the itch page and join the game. So once more people are on here in the waiting room, we can actually test it out and yeah, go from there. In the meantime, while we wait for anyone to join, let me just resize this and have it up here like so, so that I can actually see if anyone joins. And in the meantime, we can just talk about random Godot things, or I can answer any of the questions that you guys might have about the Kickstarter or anything about Godot in general. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm an expert in Godot. I've already been doing games, or game dev for the past year, so there's still a lot of things for me to learn. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll try my best to answer them. While we wait for anyone to actually join and see if anyone wants to actually test it out. And while we wait, let me actually check if there's no issues with the stream, because we don't want issues with the stream. Alright, there doesn't appear to be any issues with the stream, which is good and very surprising. But yeah, apparently, well, there doesn't seem to be anyone with any questions. I don't even know if anyone's actually watching the stream. But if you are, like I was saying, you can download the current version of the online multiplayer project that I'm working on from the itch page. I included the link in the chat. And I also included the link to the Kickstarter project in the description. So if you're interested, definitely go check that out. And yeah, I would greatly appreciate it. And any support honestly helps the project, whether you actually help fund the project or you just share the project with your friends and family, or anyone that's just you think would be interested in this sort of project. Well, like I said, I'm not sure if anyone's actually watching, but no one actually seems to have any questions for me. So I'm just going to... Let me actually check that we're actually, in fact, public. I mean, it is, we are live, so that's good. So, that's all good. Oh, and by the way, if you weren't here in the previous stream we did a couple minutes ago, the other project that we would be working on for the Kickstarter would be this message app that you can see here. This simple message app where you can join the chat and you can just send messages and receive messages like you see here. So yeah, there's that. And this project would be basically be an introduction to online multiplayer with Godot. So it would show you, RPC calls, what they are, and what remote functions are, and how to actually establish a connection between your clients and server, so that you can actually, get the multiplayer functionality for your game. Now, with the base goal for the Kickstarter, like I said, it would be this message app and then the Slime Adventure game, which are both online multiplayer games, or projects, I guess, because the message app really isn't a game, but you know what I get, what I'm saying. But it would show you, how to make those two projects, and it's using a dedicated server connection for those two projects. Now, if by some miracle, which it's gonna be a miracle if we actually hit the base goal, because there's only 9 days left and we're only at like 14%. But if we do hit the base goal, that's what you would get. And then if we by some miracle manage to hit a stretch goal, which is one of these down here, the first stretch goal would be for a peer-to-peer game using Godot.io, which is this little handy website that you see here. Let me actually minimize this even further. But yeah, it would be this website here, and it actually provides a good service where you can actually host your Godot games here for free, and it actually supports multiplayer out of the box, like you see here. So I'll be showing you how to make a peer-to-peer game and then how to actually host it using this service for free with the first stretch goal. And then the other stretch goals would be a 3D dedicated server connection game and a 3D peer-to-peer connection game using this service once again for the peer-to-peer game, and also using their Godot plugins to add more functionality, such as like a room system and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the general overview of the Kickstarter and how it works. So if you have any questions, then definitely feel free to ask me. And it appears that no one does, which is fine. And like I said, I don't even think anyone's actually watching right now, which is, it's a bit of a shame since I can't actually test the game out with anyone and there's no one watching. I mean, I can still test it out, I guess, and it is actually connected to my server this time, so this is actually running on my VPS and not on my local machine. So let me actually test it out by running another instance myself of it. Let's see, I need to find where the actual export is. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna just call this rayuse 2 start, and there we go. So it actually did connect, which is good. Also, excuse the barking dog in the background. I'm not sure why he's barking out there, but apparently he is. But yeah, anyway, let's actually go test it out on our own. So we click ready, and there we go. We already clicked ready on the other project. So basically the way it's meant to work is once all the players in the waiting room are ready, then it actually launches the game. Anyway, once you're in the game, I already explained the game in the previous attempt of the live stream, but basically it's a Mario 35 inspired game where the last person alive wins, and obviously I died there because we ran out of time. So let's actually rejoin and see if we can rejoin, because we were having this issue earlier. So yeah, okay, so it does appear like we're gonna have that issue again. And the issue is with my internet connection. So basically, the whole issue is that well, for me, is that my internet connection is not good enough for me to actually play my VPS or my online multiplayer game running on my own VPS while also live streaming and running the server and connecting to it. So it doesn't appear like I can actually test the game out on stream, but let's actually do it this way. So if you want to actually help test and help test out the game, then I'll be testing it out right after the stream, and I'll actually be on my Discord server, and the link to my Discord server is in the description down below. So if you actually want to help test the game out, you can join the Discord server and we can get in a voice chat and test it out together if you're interested. And yeah, I think since no one has questions for me about anything about the Kickstarter or Godot in general, and it appears that no one's actually watching, then I think that will actually do it for this stream. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on my YouTube channel about the Kickstarter or about Godot in general. You can reach out to me on my YouTube channel. I do have I was gonna say Twitch. Yes, I do have a Twitch. I haven't live streamed there in a while, but I do have a Twitter. You can also reach out to me on Twitter. My Twitter name is the same as my YouTube, rayuse, and I do also have a Discord, and you can join the Discord. Link is in the description, as well as on my YouTube channel, so you can join the Discord from there. And like I said, I'll be testing out the game right after I end this stream, and if you're interested in helping test it out or getting the chance to test it out yourself, you can join the Discord server and we can join a voice chat or something and test it out together there. So yeah, if you're interested, go ahead and do that. And that's everything, I guess. So with that said, that will be it for this stream. I will probably be doing another stream next week as well, and hopefully we can actually test it out on stream or something. We'll see. It's very unlikely considering my internet connection, but we'll try. Anyway, with that said, that will do it for today's stream, and I'll see you guys in the next one.